Hey friends, it's Michael. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a sort of new player's introduction guide to the Horus Heresy reveals that we saw on Warhammer Community today. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and start with the Age of Darkness box set. Now, this is the really big box. I'm going to try to keep this video a little bit to the point, so I might be a little bit briefer than normal, so bear with me, please. So this is the big box set that they have, that they've introduced. The box set is going to contain 40 Tactical Marines, 2 characters, a Contemptor Dreadnought, 10 Cataphractii Terminators, and a Spartan Assault Tank, as well as a full rulebook for the new edition that looks like it's in hardcover, as well as dice, accessories like blast and flamer templates, and probably also a reference sheet, as well as the measuring sticks. Now I've gone ahead and totaled up all of these contents based on previous prices for similar items. And I'm going to go ahead and run through that list right now to give you an idea of what kind of value you get in this box. So we have 40 Tactical Marines, which come to roughly $220. All of this is in United States dollars, of course. 2 characters for $45. 10 Cataphractii Terminators for $120. The Contemptor I've put at $65 because I don't remember how much the plastic Contemptor ran for, but I think this is a reasonable guess. The Spartan for $120. I'm basing this off of the fact that this is probably going to be a fairly large kit. The Land Raider is currently $85, so I think they're going to want to price the Spartan a little bit higher than that. Keep in mind, this is just a guess because we've never seen a plastic Spartan before. The rulebook for $70, which is based off of the Warhammer 40,000 9th edition rulebook price. And the value for all of this, not counting dice and templates, comes to $640. Now, Games Workshop Warhammer Community has said that this box set is going to retail for less than $300. Now that probably means that the price is going to be $299, but that's still an incredible value for everything that you're getting here in the box set. A couple of people have worked out roughly how many points this comes out to, and it looks like you're basically getting a 1,600 point army straight out of the box, which means that with just a couple of other items, you're basically ready to play games of Horus Heresy immediately, which is really, really cool. So the big box set, you're basically getting an army in a box for $300. I think the one thing that you will probably need to purchase in addition to this is either your Loyalist or Traitor Army List book. And that's going to give you all of the rules for your Chosen Legion, as well as all of the rules for the generic army units, your Tactical Marines, your Veteran Space Marines, your Spartan Tank, your characters, and so on and so forth. So this is really, really cool. The price point is lower, I think, than all of us were expecting. And especially considering that a lot of people will turn to online discounters in order to get their box set, it really basically makes a deal that it sounds like you almost can't pass up. And I think that's pretty fantastic. Okay, next up in the reveals, we have the Loyalist and Traitor army books. I'm looking at the Warhammer Community article right now, and it says, each book includes the profiles for shared units, from heroic praetors to the armored Contemptor Dreadnoughts, as well as weapons, special rules, and guides to building your Legiones Astartes army. So these are going to be hefty books from just judging by the pictures. And I think that what it basically means is that you're only going to need one of these to play your entire Space Marine Legion. Now, there's no telling if Games Workshop at some point in the future is going to release supplements with further Legion rules that might be in addition to or supplementing these right here. But for now, it does look like you're going to basically need just one of these. I think the price point will probably be slightly on the higher side because they are very large books. But this is also the book that will basically get you through months and months of gameplay just through this book alone, which is really cool. In addition, Warhammer Community also told us today that the Mark 6 Tactical Squad is going to be released separately in a box of 20 Tactical Marines, which I think is a really great move for Horus Heresy. In Horus Heresy, regular tactical squads are all equipped with bolt guns. Every single tactical marine has the exact same weaponry except for the sergeant, which will have different options. And the maximum squad size is 20 tactical marines. So by buying one of these boxes, you're going to be able to field a complete troops choice, or you can split one of these boxes up into two 10-man tactical squads, which you'll then be able to give transports to, or turn into a variety of other weapon squads, which I'm going to get to in just a little bit here. The Mark III and the Mark IV tactical squads are also getting the same reboxing treatment. So you'll be able to buy 20-man boxes of Mark IV Marines, 20-man boxes of Mark III Marines. Again, I think this is a really great move on Games Workshop's part, since Horus Heresy does basically run off of 20-man tactical squads. I play Alpha Legion, so I'm a big fan of a lot of infantry on the board. To me, that's kind of what Horus Heresy is all about, is seeing two large infantry forces facing off across the table with tank and armor support. So I think that's a great move. Additionally, Ahriman of the Thousand Suns and Gygor Fellhand are going to be available in plastic for the first time as separate kits, which is really great. That's a great move for all the Thousand Suns and Space Wolves players. So that's a really cool development right there. For new players, this means that you'll be able to pick up tactical squads individually. And I'm guessing, there's no confirmation on any of this, but I'm guessing that a 20-man tactical squad box is going to be priced at a slightly lower price point than buying two 10-man tactical squads. Because Games Workshop is going to want to sell a lot of these troops boxes, and so they want to make it more enticing than just doubling the price of the regular 10-man tactical squad, basically. So yeah, great news for everybody. The next major reveal that we saw today, which I think is a really good move on Games Workshop's part, is that we are going to be getting massive boxes of weapon upgrades. And these are going to come in several different flavors. So the first one is going to be packed with a massive 60 weapons for your tactical marines. 10 meltaguns, 10 plasma guns, 10 Volkite calivers, 10 Volkite chargers, 10 flamers, and 10 rotor cannons. These weapons are going to be for your tactical support squads. This is a great move because it means that you're not going to have to buy expensive resin upgrade sets of all of these weapons. You basically just buy the one box and then you're set to build, well, you can build 6 full 10-man tactical support squads. But really, I think all of these are going to come in really handy. And I think this opens up the option for you to go in with a friend, buy the box set together, and then divide up the weapons included however you feel like doing it. So if somebody wants to take 5 of the plasma guns and 5 of the melta guns, you can give your buddy the other 5 of each weapons choice. In addition to this, we have a heavy weapons upgrade set. This is going to come with 10 heavy bolters and 10 missile launchers. It does look like the missile launchers are the shoulder-mounted version, which calls back to the Rogue Trader era when pretty much all of these heavy weapons were shoulder-mounted. There's another heavy weapons upgrade set with heavy flamers, multi-meltas, and plasma cannons. So you get 30 weapons in this particular set. And then there's a third heavy weapons upgrade set with Volkite culverins, las cannons, and autocannons. So because the Space Marine Armory has such a huge variety of weapons choices, I can understand wanting to split the heavy weapons into multiple boxes rather than just packing one box full of 90 heavy weapons. Quick math in my head here, but I think that sounds roughly correct. And again, this is great if you want to split any of these boxes with a friend. Combine any of these weapon upgrade sets with your Age of Darkness box set, and you're immediately good to go with a variety of tactical support and heavy weapon support squads, which I think is fantastic. Okay, for the next reveal, we saw the plastic Dinos Rhino, which is really fantastic. So far, I have just been making do with the Mars pattern Rhino, which is perfectly acceptable in Horus Heresy. They were around, but the Deimos variant is obviously the quote-unquote iconic variant of the Rhino that you see in so many Horus Heresy armies. So it's great to finally get a plastic version of this. These are fairly cheap troop transports. These are going to come with a variety of options. You will have a variety of pintle-mounted weapons that you can put on these. Other accessories like searchlights, smoke launchers, dozer blades, etc. And I think that the Deimos Rhino that we are seeing here is also going to mean that we will probably get a Deimos Predator variant at some point in plastic down the line, which is really, really cool. I'm looking forward to adding several of these to my Alpha Legion army. If you are a new player, you can grab a couple of these. Transports in Heresy are always valuable for getting your tactical Marine squads to their objectives safely, fingers crossed. And they look cool on the table. Everybody likes tiny little tanks. One of the neat things about the plastic Deimos is that I noticed that the tracks are blank. They are not inscribed with the sort of Imperial Eagle like the Mars pattern Rhino is, which I think is a really great touch. Last, but certainly not least today, we have the Kratos Heavy Battle Tank. Now, this looks like a monster of a plastic kit. It looks a little bit like a Sicaran battle tank and a Fellblade got smashed together and had a baby. It sort of maintains the sleek lines of the Sicaran while also managing to look heavier and more brutal all at the same time. It looks like this tank is going to be absolutely packed with weaponry. It looks like it has a turret-mounted weapon, multiple sponson weapons, as well as a bunch of other weapons on the chassis itself. Warhammer community has shown off that there will be options for this, which means that if you are okay with magnetizing your miniatures, you will be able to get multiple uses out of this. I would hope that it's kind of been designed with magnetization in mind, like some of the Adeptus Titanicus miniatures, because that would be a really cool touch. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what this one can do on the battlefield, but at the same point in time, it looks like you're going to be getting a really versatile battle tank that is going to look really cool as a centerpiece miniature in your Legion army. So to kind of wrap all of this up, it looks like we got a number of really great reveals shown off today for the new edition of Horus Heresy, which should be launching sometime in June. So that's something to look forward to. I expect that for the rest of May, we are going to get more previews, either in the form of rules previews or more miniatures that are coming at some point. Rumors are saying that we will get plastic Sicaran battle tanks, plastic Deimos Predators. A lot of people are also hoping for more plastic tactical marines in the form of Mark II or Mark V power armor. And Leviathan Dreadnoughts recently went last chance to buy on the Forge World website. So there's a good chance that those will also make a plastic appearance at some point. What this means, I think, for the new player is that there has never been a better time or a more affordable time to get into Horus Heresy. The Age of Darkness box set that I talked about at the beginning of the video is $300, less if you find an online discounter. It gives you almost $650 worth of miniatures included in that box, and it is basically a full, almost 2,000 point good to go army directly out of the box. The only thing you'll need in addition to that is your Traitor or Loyalist army book. You could certainly not go wrong by adding an extra Contemptor Dreadnought or a couple of Rhinos, or perhaps a Kratos battle tank to that boxed army. And you'll be pretty much ready to go almost directly out of the box. I think it's a great time to jump into the game. I think a lot of options that were previously resin only are going to go plastic. I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised by just how much plastic we will see as part of this new edition release. I think we're almost guaranteed a second wave of miniatures. The question is, how soon are they going to release it so that all of us can grab as much plastic as we want to add to our armies? So if you're a new player, welcome to the Horus Heresy. I think it's going to be an exciting time to be a Heresy player. I'm looking forward to seeing all of your painted armies. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of new people enjoying the game and falling into the narrative experience that I love so much about the Horus Heresy. That, I think, has been the Warhammer Fest reveals for today, for this week at least. Thank you guys for watching. As always, please feel free to like and subscribe and share this with your best friend or your grandma. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.